Alright, welcome back everyone. Okay, oof, captains are working. Welcome back to more of the Outer Worlds. Last we left off, we made our way to the Groundbreaker. Alright, here we are. Okay, there's the desktop area.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar, shipped in and out with.
Yo, you are doing a bad job of selling me on you not being involved in this. Just saying. I'm just saying. Drinking sapphire wine. I thought that said sapphic wine. Alright, we're there. Commandant Sanita,
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You're here.
So here, I realize now that I have to look at what the controls are because I don't remember how to use the... hold on, the little... Words are failing me. The shroud thing.
Bring things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, hi.
Oh, this is melee.
Dead world full of monsters.
Alright, let me save.
Now I've heard everything.
Trespassers will be shot on sight. Alright, so apparently it just...
More muscles to frown than to smile.
Slow day, huh?
Alright, it seems to activate automatically.
Oh, you got that?
I fucked up. Save's coming a bit, just in case I, like, royally fuck up. Records. Arrivals. Departures. Messages. From security. Harassment. Alright. Private Lee Flores.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Just getting my bearings. What do you do here?
This is the security desk, ma'am. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sanita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Why can't you take incident reports?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Do you do, I don't know, tours or something?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... We just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sanita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
We're friends, right, Lee? Do me a favor and I'll owe you one.
All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
Me, shady, never.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Chief Tennyson, comma, question mark.
She's Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Does a real great job of it, too. Her family's worked on it for, gosh, since it was built, I think. Back before the crossing.
What's she like? Is she a good boss?
good as she can be, I guess. What with all the troubles Groundbreaker's facing. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose. But she tries her best to do right by folks, and that's what matters.
Leading a ship the size of Groundbreaker must be a challenge.
Sure is, but she makes it look easy. She's real competent, our chief, even if she ain't real friendly.
Mind if I ask you some
That's
questions?
What I'm here for, ma'am.
A lot of freighters come through the station. Must keep
Less
you
than there
busy.
used to be. Fewer freighters passing through these days. I spend some shifts just listening to the wireless.
Why aren't as many freighters coming through?
Search me. I mean, don't search me, because that's my job. Get it? I reckon you'd have to ask the folks in Byzantium.
Bet you've got contraband from all over the system locked up back there. That's not a shady question to
Sure.
ask.
And stuff from outside the system, too. Off the interstellar freighters. That's why we also have so many armed Mardettes on duty here.
What if some of that contraband's mine and I'm here to claim it?
That'd be awful weird. On account of you should be locked up back here, too, then.
Back to my other
All right.
questions. See you around.
Yeah, huh?
You're asking a lot of weird questions. Commandant Sanita?
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
What bounties do you have available?
Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal.
I would assume not the criminal.
Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers, failure to pay docking fees, resisting arrest, and assaulting not one but two officers.
Flying under the influence of illegal substances?
Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard into the dock and tumbled out of his ship and fled on foot. Spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. An affront of its own, considering none of us are approved for anything higher than green spectrum.
Any leads on where I might find McRed?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Why don't you send a Mardet to apprehend him?
Oh, I will. Soon as the chief approves the personnel reorg required for a bounty dispatch. So, in about 3 to 7 weeks.
I'll take it.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
What's it like working security
Do I
detail?
look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Fine, fine.
Then get to business or get moving.
What's a Mardet?
We're the security force here on GroundBreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Why Mardet and not guard or officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
I'm on my way. All right. So we were given leeway to come in here. They said I could have a tour. Don't mind me.
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest.
Confiscated goods, modified pistol, hatchet, metal hoops, prayer beads, security logs. Gladys probably knows where McGreta is. Alright. Eject docking records data cartridge.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Do-do-do, do-do-do. I could steal all this stuff. Let me close this door. And close this door. And we're gonna go ahead and save. Just on the off chance this goes south. Alright, everybody start taking shit. What is it? Seems to be looking for things. I was never here. Whoop, 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 whoop. I will speak to you in a second, Max. Can I steal that? No.
News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
Chairman salutes Earth Minister Clark.
The following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of Alchemy strike a vein of the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed.
Alright, successfully stole ship from the security terminal.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Like us.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
You hesitated there, Vicar? What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding them. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
This all seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Uh-huh. Sounds good to me. Let's go. Alright, sounds like we're headed to Monarch then. The cleaning machine. Picked up the part from Roseway. I don't know where Roseway is. Talk to Dr. Wanda. What the hell did I just pick up? Shears. I'll keep those because I assume I need them.
What the hell's going on? We were in a holding pattern for 2 hours just to get in.
The Lost Hope.
Moms had to go on break. Chief didn't have
Spacer's
a phone.
Choice. Rest and Go.
Something about the radio.
Waste Disposal. Hello, Martin Callahan. You have a moon hat.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Dennison will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
You work for Spacer's Choice. Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery. which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
It's not so bad. They're struggling, but they've got good hearts.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's a good thing I didn't talk shit. Those two are standing right next to me.
That's a spacious choice beer. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
You make that sound like soap is scarce. What do you sell here?
Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that, too.
Show me what you got then. Show me what you got. Alright. Do you have anything special I could buy? Moonman helmet. What the hell? I'll buy a moon helmet. Give me those mag locks. Alright, now let me sell you some stuff. Here, take the cleaver. Moonstaff. Yeah, why not? I'm here. Hibernation helmet. No, that's mine. Let's see. Toughened hunter kit. Damage type plasma. I could just make a plasma sword. Interesting. Rage weapon spread. Take it. Electrocharged surface. We'll keep that. Maybe give that to Parvati.
Have you tried our dehydrated water tablets? Just add air.
That joke's not funny.
Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice.
I've got to ask you about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
You doing all right in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Can you see in there?
I can see all of the top-quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprout Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Do you miss eating solid food? I'm just
Don't miss
trolling the
out on
dude.
These deals. You'll find none like them on all of GroundBreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Do you have to sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse Mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
I mean, that's not a bad approach to that. Does Spacer's Choice make you wear that?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this.
Oh, I'm gonna cause this man to a breakdown. Do you need me to help you get out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
I'm terrified right now. I am addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Hey, go ham. I'm sorry I pushed you too hard, Martin.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
I'm leaving. This was incredibly uncomfortable.
I know she's in there, Mfuru. You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Hey,
Something I can help you with?
can I buy supplies from you? You seem well stocked.
Not without dispensation from Chief Jun Lei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on GroundBreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. Take care.
Who are you, Ellie?
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Mfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Wait, you don't like her, but you're checking in on her.
You say that like it's weird.
It is. That's just very noble of you.
It is most certainly not. And watch where you go saying that, okay? You're gonna give people the wrong idea. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Jessie's situation sounds normal to me.
Yeah, if she's in the morgue.
How do you know she's not sick?
Because I'm a doctor. I know what illness looks like. And Jessie was looking as sleek as a sprat in the Tyleritos last time I saw her. And anyway, if someone suddenly comes down with a calamitous disease, it doesn't stay secret for long around here.
Maybe I can look in on her.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Dr. Wanda.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter, Captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
What's going on? Wait, better myself. Isn't this the med bay?
Sure is. You need a deft hand to straighten a busted nose or sparkle up those not-so-pearly whites? I'm your gal. Of course, there's not much cosmetic improvement going on at the moment, not without my mechanicals. Where the law is Irian anyway?
What's going on?
I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
What do you need mechanicals for?
Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on GroundBreaker.
Why is that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on GroundBreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
I could try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type.
I got an idea you're not.
You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws. Keep hanging around, and I'll begin to think you're here for me.
Maybe I am.
What can I do for you? You have yourself a day, then.
Alright, skills. Alright, my tech is all the way up. Let me get my lock pick up. Well, let me get dialogue, yeah. We're gonna need dialogue. Passage to anywhere. Talk to Jesse. I always save before these just in case I heck up or get discovered.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
You'll live. Flamethrower.
For the last ratchet on Grutton time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Intimidate. Open the door before I kick it down.
Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Can I take this?
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
What did you do that got you in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yet you think the board had someone follow you and now you're hiding out.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it?
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I'll talk to Udom for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
What was that? What do you think you're doing?
Oof. I was just leaving.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
Let's try the operation room. that Adrena time.
Hey, Mr. Vicker. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? That ocean stink.
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do.
I am now going around the tunnels. This is a good idea. Squatter's Journal. Who are you? Oh, wow. Alright, Gladys. I wasn't trying to end up here, but I suppose I am, so... Aramid Ballistics. Oh, it's pink. Lovely.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
We're not really renting a room. Who are you? Ephraim Maywood. This is the rest and go. Medical bay. Sublight. What the hell is this? Use terminal GroundBreaker public access. Recent users. Callahan. Port Martin. Public notices the heat. Seeking contractors. Sublight salvage. Loitering on board property. Admin access. Anyone seen Private Taylor? Conveyors rights. Your attempt to access this message has been logged. Whoops. They're on to me.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastard.
Greasy.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Aren't you just a glorified vending machine?
This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
Let me take a look at that. Maybe I can fix it.
Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol.
That's quite the algorithm you got there.
For your ingestion.
Let's see what you got.
Dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
See, it's engineering. Spratwurst. What are you here? Ike's Armory?
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor. Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons. For those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Are you a spacer yourself?
Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations.
Go on.
I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on GroundBreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Tell me more about your wares.
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
Let's see what you got. Alright, interesting stuff. Nothing particularly rare, however. Mark 7 cranial. Alright, let's check the Spratwurst.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of Spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
What's Spratwurst exactly?
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
What does terra-fry mean?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Is Spratwurst like Borstwurst? I've seen that a lot.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
I'll take your word for that. Is Spratwurst your own invention or what?
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&D'ing our own special meat. Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats.
Do you have time to chat?
As long as you don't mind me grinding Spratwurst while we talk. Little things don't make themselves chewy. At least not yet. I'm sure modern science will find a way. Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats.
Let's see what you
Best
got.
on the grinder, any hour.
That's weird as hell that I can just walk into your place of business, but alright. I'm not ready to go into engineering. I don't... What is this? Transition to back bays. Ooh. Alright. Let's get all the Uram stuff out of the way because that's a little bit of a doozy. Corporate trooper.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
Following story.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
Defend your corporate town.
I'm gonna pick this. They're probably gonna yell at me, but I can probably talk my way out of it. So let's see.
From the dangers of alien wildlife and
What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
I don't want any trouble out of you.
Yeah, the issue seems to be when I pick it, not so much when I waltz right in. Alright.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he.
I know you,
Has
Udam.
something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead. Gonna wring your scrawny neck, you spratfuck, give me back my ship. Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
I saw your emails. I knew you were gay for each other. What was your relationship with him? I know what it was. I read the emails.
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yep, he sure did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
He was eaten alive by feral canids.
No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings.
Again, I'm very sorry.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
Well, that's just terrible news. Oh, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
You could always give me your head. That way the board won't have it. I'm here about Jessie Doyle. I want her debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
That's grim. She's with more thought. No, I don't want to put her in indentured servitude. I will pay off her debt.
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice if the price weren't quite so high.
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill.
Bribe. A total of 2150 bits. I'll cover that.
I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
I wanted to ask you something else.
Be my guest.
What do you do here exactly?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the GroundBreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Big fish in a small space station. Nice setup.
I have few complaints.
Does it seem hot in here to you?
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
I thought your superiors wanted your head. Why are there armed guards in here?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course.
To watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. GroundBreaker makes much ado about its independent status, and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
You call keeping offices under promenade benign?
When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care.
What are those locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Does the chairman visit here often?
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on GroundBreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Can you get me to Stellar Bay?
Good law. Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
Me. I do. So no.
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
No would have done it. You didn't have to crack open a Thoris.
Best to be clear, I believe.
Back to my other
Ask
questions.
away.
Bye.
How do you do?
So I can't ask you about the board taking your
How
head.
may I assist you?
Can I check your computer? Oh, I don't have your password. Alright, never mind. I shall be see you again soon, Mr. Udam Noodles.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice too.
Got word from Udam, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm in the clear, thanks to you squaring my debt. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Watch yourself while I'm gone.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Are you saying you'll work for me just because I helped Jesse?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
What exactly did Jesse do for you anyway?
She helped me win a bet.
That's funny, she said she saved your life.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. We were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur.
They're not that fast.
That's what I thought. And as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off.
So she saved your life.
Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
You really don't like owing people, do you?
It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin.
Welcome aboard, Ellie.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Vicar Max, I'll catch with you on the ship.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Alright, I should probably start putting stuff into ranged. Here, I can do that in... Let's put some stuff into stealth. And then some stuff into dialogue. Alright, and then... Oh, wow, my engineering is through the fucking roof because of both Ellie and Parvati. It is incredible. Alright, we'll keep playing it by ear a little bit. One more, so I'm guessing it's just the max tactical time dilation. Yeah, I'm thinking it's looking like 30 is the max level. So, what is it? Time dilation restored per kill. So it looks like I think we're gonna go for the Reaper, the Harvester, Pack of pack-a-mules. Soliloquy. Movement speed during time dilation. Might pick one of these ones then. Yeah, maybe do the base health. Oh wow, these are nice. Okay, so wait, concentrated fire. A super pack mule. Armor master. Don't go dying on me. And fuck it, we'll do wild science. Did Parvati level up? Oh, I'm gonna keep that flamethrower. See, modify endure melee damage, armor rating, plus 10% rain damage. Yeah, let me give you some armor. Oh gosh, Ellie, I don't know if I want to give you the grenade launcher or the flamethrower. Let's give you the flamethrower, see how that works out. I will wait. And let's see. Granted, but okay, yeah, you are my medic, so you do medicine things. Alright, journal. The Empty Man. Task. Salvager in the Sky. Speak to Lilia Hagen. Passage to anywhere. Speak to Gladys. Sure, let's do the back bays. Waste disposal.
Great work. Got it? Inside voices.
Let me switch to the minigun. I have a feeling that everything we find down here is going to be lightly armored. Bell shells. Steel heavy machine gun. a good thing we're not exactly angling for morality points.
Nicely done.
Alright, I picked the lock for the experience.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch. Okay?
Bolter pistol, crumpled instructions. We're looking for a loose panel. Here, let me read that again. Look for a loose panel. You gotta climb on top of their bunks and head toward the back wall. So actually, I'm gonna put down the assault rifle and just rock both miniguns since they use the different types of ammo. Alright, I'm not gonna sit here looking for that stuff.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finkel. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Ellie, don't do Parvati dirty like that. She's just being a good bean. Not stealing because somebody left it lying around. Don't mind me, just up on the roof. I thought one of you just fucking ate it. What the fuck are these? Good shit. I don't know who shot that. What is a manta pillar? Means work order.
stranger. Shit, ain't
Oh,
that a
damn it.
relief?
Disgusting.
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend.
What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually 2 things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me.
How long were you in there for?
Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
I did you a favor. What are you gonna do for me?
You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is?
That's how it is in Halcyon, baby. Are you gonna pay up or are you gonna stand here smelling like shit?
Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you? Or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well?
Keep your pants on, smartass.
I will. I will preserve my dignity. No one can take that away from me.
I am like...
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill. I oughta. It's kept me alive this long. I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way.
Lost Hope keycard. Well...
It's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
Tactical shoddy? Excuse me? Long Gone's knockdown. I could give this to Ellie. Or just keep it instead of the damn shrink ray. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the shrink ray. We'll try the shoddy out for a chance. For a change, excuse me. I can word. Automag pistol. Level 10. What did I give Ellie? Here's hoping no one figures that it was me. Where's the ladder? Hello, Bella. I didn't definitely steal your shit.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. Ellie, my mind, but it's been a while. How's that whisper muzzle working out for you?
I sold it. Didn't seem to make me any quieter.
That mod was for your gun, not your smart mouth.
You want to bust my chops? Do it over drinks next time I'm on station.
Please don't mind her. Everything I sell works as advertised. Some people just like to sass me, because I don't bite back.
What's the benefit of modifying my weapons? As if I didn't already know.
Best suited for your lifestyle.
Fast and loud.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
How do I attach a modification as if I haven't figured that out already?
Takes a bit of elbow grease and a spot of engineering know-how. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is in engineering. You could take your new toys over there if you feel like tinkering.
If I change my mind, can I take a mod off or replace it?
No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
Where can I find modifications?
Right here for a start. I got a fair selection. Modified weapons are my specialty.
Does modifying a weapon void the warranty?
A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list.
Thanks, that's all I need to know.
So, what can I get you?
Let's see what you have. Ooh, wait, what is this? Plasma carbine. Hello. Expensive as all hell, though. Restricted stock. Alright. Let me sell you some stuff. Here, take this grenade launcher. Yeah, take the hunting rifle. We're not even sniping. Let's see. Tech kit. Increases all your tech skills. I can sell this because we are beyond fine on tech. I don't need magazine size. Reactive kinetic shield projector. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with that. The tough end I'll keep and I'll just put on all the homies. Hunter kit. Yeah, no. Melee weapon mod. We'll give that to Parvati. Armor mod. Nah, we don't need that. Mag 2 power. We don't need that. We don't need gyro sight either. Alright. Let's check the Lost Hope.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
Parvati is a polite bean. I'm looking for people with names. Alright, so far just Vera.
Hey, Ellie. Having your usuals?
Not today. I'm on the job.
Never thought I'd see the day. Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
What's this heat issue I hear people complaining about?
The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
Sounds like you might have an issue with your thermal control system.
Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
What do you need radiators for?
They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade.
How long has it been like this?
Weeks? I lost track. Too law-damn long.
Who's in charge of fixing it?
Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up.
Maybe I can do something about that.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering.
What do you know about Chief Junlei?
There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that.
All the traders in the system come through here. Heard anything interesting?
Some big shot down in Byzantium's holding auditions for a new adventure serial. So yay, another 6 of those next season.
I don't suppose you know a way I could get to Stellar Bay on Monarch?
Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corps pulled back to Terra 2.
Do you know why?
It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face off for fun. Might all be board propaganda, though. If you're aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The board don't like them that truck with Monarch. But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try Gladys on the promenade. She'll fix you up.
Good shit. Thank you, Vera. Alright, sounds like we're heading to the rest and go. Milo, hello.
How do you do? And welcome to the rest and go. We used to be the go and rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
How's life on Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
How does Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
That he did. That he did. I'm looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Alright, let's talk to you. Ephraim.
Now see here, what was I doing again?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
I know that's Gladys down there, so let me check up here. Looks like that NPC didn't particularly care. Fine by me. Some sweet, sweet bypass shunts. Guest messages. From Veritas to Iceman. Alright, let's talk to Gladys. Actually, here, let's check in with our...
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, is all.
I resent that, but you are correct.
Something on your mind?
Ellie, you are a little too close to me. If we're gonna work together, I'd like to know more about you.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
What's a zero-G cocktail?
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not.
Inventive. I like it.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
Do you have much experience contracting out with other captains?
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
Say it and so. You weren't joking about being a pirate.
What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made.
Your casual outlook on legality.
Gotta figure out how to work that into my aesthetic. Maybe a pair of earrings?
I love Ellie already.
I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
As long as you know I've never been much of a rule follower.
Makes two of us, Captain.
Heck the rules. I was hoping to know something more personal.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it.
Where are you from? How'd you get into this line of work?
Oh, come on. That stuff's boring.
You're deflecting.
Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance.
I can respect that.
No complaints here.
Alright, let's talk to Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, GroundBreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
I got bits for days. Oh, I definitely don't have that many bits. Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the GroundBreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No such thing. No qualms here. Let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the GroundBreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Wonder what kind of haul they left behind.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Say no more. I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Abandoned outpost, corporate secrets. Got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
What other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, GroundBreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
I want to talk about that opportunity you mentioned.
Yes, dearie? Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a lass like you, I'd think.
Let me see what you've got for sale.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Sure you do. Salvager's Helper. I can't buy the restricted stock. Give me those maglogs, though. Hephaestus Mining Archive Cartridge. Battered Marda Datapad. Alright, journal. Who goes there? Alright, let's talk to Sublight, and then we will go to the back base and kill that person.
Sublight. The legitimate smuggling business.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
Don't run. This week in salvage.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kinda hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
It's okay, we love you,
It'd be a
Parvati.
favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
Tobias, hello.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable?
Yes, sir. That's right. Name's Captain Hawthorne. Am I keeping up the fiction at this point? Nah.
Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
Oh, especially after Udam already
Dr.
clocked that
Hill.
Hawthorne's dead.
Haven't moved on from Groundbreaker yet?
Hey, Tobias. How's the leg?
Good as you left it, ma'am. Still bends and everything.
You two know each other?
Took some extra lead while I was on a job. Ellie here patching me up good. The other guy thought his ship was perfectly operational. I told him it was salvage. We disagreed. I won.
Workplace hazards, Captain. Pretty routine around here.
So you're a Sublight employee.
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
I can pick that. Dangerous Frontiers by Ophelia Sweeney. Alright, I'm gonna be a pain in the ass and try to see what's behind that door.
What was that? What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
All right. I got it.
Okay. There's some good stuff here. Oh no, my reputation decreased. Alright. Bit of save scum, but let me not start causing trouble. In fact, let me check my reputation, make sure I haven't completely fucked up with the Groundbreaker yet. Miss Lilia Hagen.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Name's Victoria, Captain of the Unreliable.
Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings.
Hey, Ada's alright.
I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Wouldn't be much fun without one.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
What's so special about Stellar Bay?
First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
I don't have a nav key, but can I still take the job?
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
I take it Sublight isn't strictly a salvage operation.
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
You and I have the same haircut. What kind of other sectors does Sublight pursue other than salvage and shipping?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
Wink, nod.
Good girl. Knew you'd understand.
How organized is this business?
Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets. Grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one.
You're very honest about Sublight's aggressive acquisitions.
Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate.
Back to my other questions.
Ask. I have nothing to hide.
That's it?
Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Alright, so I gotta come back to Lilia once I have the nav key. Do. Miracle on the frontier. Deserters forced to return by heroic stranger.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
The fuck is the king?
This guy's crazy, even by my standards.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
I'll kill you and everyone else in this room.
Burning to death is one of the most painful ways to go. Just in case you needed a reason to get us out of this.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Is that right? Put that down before you incinerate the entire deck. You're only getting out of this alive if you're playing nice. Oh no! All these people just fell over dead. Oh, I think I just wasted my heavy ammo, didn't I? Yep. Oh well, that's fine. There is no shortage of ammo in this location to make up for it. This was a cute little sniper nest. Operative word was... Junior mycologist log. Yeah, it sounded like this whole clue was fucking bananas, so I'm glad I wiped them out. Steel axe. Ew. Grubs.
Ooh, smells like burning meat and bad hygiene.
McCreed's lighter. Montag. Nicopad. Ordnance control helmet. Spacer's Corona.
I can take a hint.
Can you? Alright. Heavy weapons. Finally, a lock-on flamethrower. Alright, that's the Montag. I mean, I like that because it uses the hell of the light ammo. So wait, Parvati. Yeah, why not? Fucking take the Montag, Ellie. Take the acid pistol, that seems to be your speed. This axe, what the hell does it do? Yeah, I can just wreck it for parts. Plasma carbine. Skill, I don't know, is this a range issue? Alright, let's give the carbine a shot for a bit instead of that. Medium Persuade 5. This is... Oh, that's the medium armor, though. Nah, nah. We are a heavy armor crew.
Are those hibernation pods? And I thought my bunk was small.
Laboratory outfit. Yo, what the fuck? Are people... Oh, no, because this used to be a colony ship, so of course it has those. I'm like, oh shit, are there people in suspended animation here? No, I'm just being a goober. Alright, let me head upstairs before I head downstairs, just so nothing is following me down. I'm hearing some beeping and booping and I don't like it. Wait, why did my Groundbreaker reputation go down?
Nice.
Wait, that's annoying. I mean, she was hanging out with, like, a bad noodle. Hephaestus, Iconoclast helmet. Heavy armor. Yeah, fuck it, 22? Yeah, Parvati, you tend to be pretty up in there, so put on that helmet. Listen, I don't regret gunning that person down. Steal PD. What the hell is a PD? Oh, okay, I'll keep PD. Okay, I don't really know why that person was there, but okay. Who goes there? Claim the bounty. Alright, I gotta try to figure out how to get the science weapon here. And I'm just gonna Google it so that you don't have to watch me flail forever. Hold on a sec, y'all. I'm just trying to first find the information, then like process it, because the past year and a half has just ruined my faculties. Oh wow, okay, so it's actually not here in the back bays, so never mind. We will just get to that at some other point.
C&P Borston baked beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston baked beans. The only one.
Looking for some Spacer's Jaw? It's recommended by 11 out of 10 Spacer's Choice medical professionals.
Is that right?
What are you saying, Martin? That's an Auntie Cleo's product.
My law, what have I done? The company will have my head. Both of them. This is awful. Help me! Oh, Lord!
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give to see the look on your face. This guy's real easy to fuck with.
What kind of depraved mind would conjure such a nightmare?
Ellie's. That's Ellie, isn't she great?
Agree to disagree. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to put this behind us and forget it ever happened.
Fair warning, you're still logged in on one of the public terminals.
Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security?
Let's see what you got.
Have a look.
Here, take this assault rifle. Immune assault. Pipe patch. Nicopad. I don't need this capsules. I don't need Spacer's Corona. Yeah, let me have the toxic free. I need that Adrena time. Trip teas. Yeah, we'll save those. Dervish Mist. Adreno healing. Maybe we'll keep the thug kit and think about it. That's funny. It's keeping PD in my inventory now. Oh, because it's a quest item. I could hack Martin's shit. Are you a person I can talk to? No, you're just another Mardit.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do.
I mean, he took a
Nothing
full
excessive,
minigun
mind
clip
you,
to the face.
But the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Good news, I killed Captain McRed and I roughed him up before I did him in.
I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardet's backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
What bounty do you
With
available?
that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
What can GroundBreaker
Private
security
Lee
do for you
Flores. I could use some work. Any
Chief
pointers?
Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck. Anything else I can help you with, ma'am?
But can you tell me about Sublight?
They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning.
I'll need you to explain
Let's
that.
say there's been times when I heard somebody needed a thing, and somebody else had such a thing, but they weren't inclined to sell. Now let's say the one who had the thing suddenly found theirs missing, and the one who needed got one. If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged from an old wreck. Case closed.
So they're criminals, but they have an office on your promenade deck.
If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what do they call it? Deniability?
A plausible deniability. Two of my favorite
someone
words.
Turns up dead. Sublight says, "Hey, independent contractor, not our responsibility." But everyone knows what they're doing, top to bottom.
They're working against the Halcyon board.
Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board ain't inclined to
Ciao,
sell,
maestro, che la dà bien.
you might look to Sublight to get it. You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that money gets passed on to their contractors, so in the end, it's still business.
That doesn't sound right to me, Captain.
People do what they gotta to get by.
Alright, that's enough.
Oh, sure, sorry. Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much, and Commandant Sonia's gotta reprimand me again, and... Oops, doing it again. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Awful generous of you, listening to me like this.
What can I say? I'm a people person, Flores. Alright, apparently there's a small door to the right of customs. Oh, excuse me.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to...
Alright, pay attention, folks. I'm about to show you where to get the prismatic hammer.
I'd say anything here falls under the salvage.
Surprise! We're gold and Parvati. Alright. Yeah, so you come into like this secret room over here. Modifications. Let's see. Light machine gun. No, because this cost me bits. Repair. No. Modify. Alright, install mod on the minigun. Alright, that can only be modified with the magazine. I don't have magnum or... Okay. Barrel magazine. Okay. Modifications. Toughened, reactive. Oh, skill kit. Okay. Thug kit. Defense skills. I'll like give that to Parvati. And then utility, I have nothing. So here, let me take... So actually, I'll wait until I get better armor for them before I do that. Repair hanger keycard. It's probably down this away. Okay. Oh, I should have gotten the repair hanger keycard for one of the corpses. There we go. The prismatic hammer.
Not like someone left their name on it.
Discovery. Mystery. Troubles. Annihilation. Alright, Parvati, my love. Enjoy the prismatic hammer. 'Tis yours. What else is she packing? What did I give her? Yeah, I gave her the plasma flamethrower. She can have fun with that. Ellie has that. Gracias, Ram. Okay, we're set. We have the hammer. Let's see what else. Passage to anywhere. Weapons from the void. Distress signal. Drinking sapphire wine. Yeah, alright. Let's go speak to Chief Junlei Tennyson.
Rizzo's knock you out for Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information needed.
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Probably.
Is it just me or is it hot in here? Junlei's gotta be having a bad day.
Edna, hello.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate. Junlei better hurry up with those damn repairs already.
Coaches and referees are debating
Good
Okay, I can't talk to you. You're useless.
Private. You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair. The one above the Lost Hope.
That was days ago.
The fucking door. It locked behind me. And it wasn't until this freighter captain found me that I...
You're lucky the chief would have my ass if I spaced you. Now get back to work, Private.
Right away, sir. Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Song Jung?
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
Maybe I'll explode in your face, and that's not a euphemism. I mean, I will shoot you with an explosive device.
Hotter than usual in here. Hope we're not catching Junlei on a bad day.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
Junlei's key card, I could pick that. Daily checklist, personal files, back bays, promenade status, return to route. Hello, Chief Junlei.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. GroundBreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Nice place you got here, Chief.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Copy that, Chief.
At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells.
Well, let's not get
So what brings you to
brash.
GroundBreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer is just passing through.
Now that my ship's out of impound, I can safely say I'm headed for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Dr. Fenhill, I hope you've reconsidered my offer to stay on full-time. My crew are never short on dents and bruises.
I'm trying to live a more balanced life. Gun in one hand, scalpel in the other.
I love Ellie so much.
I already knew it'd be easier to teach an automech heart surgery than to change your mind. Fair travels, Ellie.
You two know each other?
GroundBreaker's a small town in a big ship, and anyone who spends any time here gets to know Junlei.
We don't see a lot of competent surgeons on GroundBreaker. Dr. Fenhill is my on-again, off-again freelancer. I take it she'll be joining your crew full-time?
I don't like to put a label on things. Let's keep it casual.
If you ever decide to settle down, there's a home for you on GroundBreaker.
What's it like being in command around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life-or-death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
This ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the GroundBreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Was it a big condolences, Junlei? I'm sure those were big shoes to fill.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of GroundBreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Parvati here could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on GroundBreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Back to my other
You've got my
questions.
attention.
Parvati, you want to talk to Junlei? Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Nudge Parvati to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Suddenly encourage Parvati.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Whisper, nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
I heard you're having a heat... Well, you don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right. I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power. And they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
You must not like... How do you keep the board at a safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of GroundBreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
You must not like Udom Bedford very much.
I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over GroundBreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters. You've got my attention.
Back to other questions. You seem to have a heating problem.
GroundBreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you... I'm sure your capable staff can stay ahead of the problem.
My engineers have managed to keep the heat to livable levels, but all the fixes are temporary. This wound is bound to fester. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Surely the board doesn't want GroundBreaker to roast.
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, GroundBreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
That abandoned deck down below, I've been there.
Then you know it's a den of criminals and miscreants. Unfortunately, I'll need to ask you to return.
I'll get you those parts from the back bays.
Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
My medical engineering is bananas. Alright, I can't put any more into those. Let me start putting stuff into... or, I don't know, I guess the guns don't matter. I can always just hit something with enough ammo. Oh, I don't know what to start putting stuff into. I don't know, y'all. Let me get my... I feel like I should try to get the dialogue, lockpick, and engineering to at least 100, and that'll take care of most things.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your
Journal. Drinking sapphire wine. Lilia Hagen. Okay, passage to anywhere. Get new parts for the radiator. I think I need to Google that person I killed, because it's entirely possible that they were just there and got caught in the line of fire and they were not actually a bad noodle.
What do you say we get out of here before we join whoever that was on the grill?
Talk to Junlei about the parts. I will. Let me check who that was. I'm pretty sure I fucked up and like shot someone I didn't need to shoot. Private Letty Dixon. Yep, that is my fault. She was just here buying drugs and would not actually have shot me. I just fucked up and shot an innocent engineer. Or she got caught in an explosion, because we are all doing AoE damage for the most part. Whoops. We'll just go ahead and not talk about this ever again. I have your parts, Chief Engineer.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
I prefer pencil and ink myself, ma'am. I got the parts for the radiators? What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Of course there is. Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
I'll make my way down there.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, huh?
What was that about back at Junlei's?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms?
Sounds like you have a crush on her.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater?
There's more to a relationship than beefy arms and a shared career.
I reckon there's worse places to start.
You're not wrong.
Did you see how everybody on GroundBreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
Something on your mind?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt a regular...
I need to get y'all some, like, heavy armor. I should have saved that extra set that I got from the Marauders in Edgewater. Infection cleared. Arrival confirmation. A stern reminder. wonder if the mantis pillars eventually grow up into the big, huge, like, mantisaurs I've been warned about. I assume so.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostics says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak fast if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
All beginning
Look out!
security.
Not getting through!
This is shotgun?
Mess with us. Mess them up. Down they go.
Required for adjacent automech.
Someone else will clean this up, right?
I mean,
System
yeah.
up. Sweeping the area.
Incoming.
Don't shoot. Oh, what? Whoops. Don't shoot me. I'm on the ladder.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
I'm real glad you're here. It's not like I'm a master engineer and also have Parvati here. Logs. Cobbled together. Old plans, new problems. Return to root, cycle droplet pumps.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you things.
That you do. That you do. Do 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 do.
Temps are lowering across the station. Anyone outside is getting a hell of a light show from the droplet arrays. Thanks for the help. Let me know if you ever need to borrow a wrench or something.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your
I think I heard Chief
scheduled
Junlei looking for you.
advertisement the following
You better go
story.
find her real quick, like, she's not the most patient person.
Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Right on, thanks.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. And no, Ellie, that offer does not extend to you broadcasting another of your crude jokes.
Hey, that's a real planet, and no one's seen it in a long time.
Damn it, Ellie, I don't have time for your shenanigans.
There's always time for
Anyway,
shenanigans.
like I was saying, you aiming to send a message, you better be quick.
Is that what you do for Groundbreaker? Relay messages?
Well, yeah. The comm center routes all messages within, to, and from the Groundbreaker. We also switchboard most of the message traffic throughout the Halcyon system. Of course,
we're about to go dead, so I may be reappropriated to architect knows where, doing law knows what, soon enough.
Why are you about to lose comm capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
How are you cut off by losing one relay station?
Well, we wouldn't be utterly and completely blacked out, but we'd lose the majority of our comm traffic for sure. Ships and colonies on Terra 2 need a clear line from their communications towers to the GroundBreaker for the transmissions to make it through. If it's not clear, they transmit to the closest relay station, which stores the message, then passes it along when our orbits align.
What about the other auxiliary relay stations?
The others won't be in orbital range during the occlusion event. Isn't it some law of the universe? The relay I gotta rely on is, of course, the one on the fritz.
Can ships relay messages to each other?
That they can, and they do. But only between ships owned by the same corporation. No corp will authorize sending messages through a ship owned by a rival. And no corp will relay messages for the Wildcat freighters. Not without charging them more than they'll make in a single haul anyway. That's why we're the message hub. The GroundBreaker's neither corporate owned nor board controlled. Our comms are neutral.
Sounds like it's time to get the auxiliary station back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
What's in it for me if I investigate your relay problem?
You save my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize some payment forms with your name on them while you're out fixing the station.
I could check out the relay, no need for official sign-off in that case.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
What do you mean?
The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
You just let messages from Earth sit in memory on an orbital relay?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
Alright. I'm dipping. Journal, passage to anywhere. Weapons from the void. The silent voices. Distress signal. Alright, yeah, let's do the distress signal. You got anything for me, Commandant Sanita?
Hey, bounty hunter. You're welcome here anytime, so long as you ain't loitering.
Got anything before I leave?
If it isn't the savior of GroundBreaker, what can I do for you? Be seeing you.
Nothing, I'm just dipping. You have fun, though.
Heard from the lasses down on 22 that you can...
Hey, you got a second?
Hey, Felix.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Is that a fact? You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
You could be. Okay, Felix, consider this your interview.
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
What's the value of pie? Oh, this is cruel.
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust, maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
What's your biggest flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
Not at all. Perfect. You're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
We'll see you on the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Well, this'll be interesting, huh?
Felix can now join the party. I have acquired PD, whatever the hell a PD is. Hello, Ada.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I picked up this distress signal. Can you play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
I want to continue our conversation from before.
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
Are you sad when you remember Alex?
No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite uncomfortable. It was my fault he died.
Whoops. Sorry for the loud noise. Bumped something. How so?
I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results.
Why did you do that?
He asked me to trust him.
How exactly did Hawthorne improve your design?
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
Where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth.
You should.
I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
We love Ada. Parvati.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Always.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages? I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say.
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady?
This is the gay shit I'm here
It's
for.
a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda.
Sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it.
Hey, Parvati Ace confirmed. Good shit.
The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
You're about the warmest person I ever met. To hell with them.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel. Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close, but not anymore.
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? Lost Hope?
If that's what you want, next time we hit the Groundbreaker, drinks are on me. Wait, you said you don't drink. Will you be alright? Wouldn't it be easier to talk to her about this Isabel person?
Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Alright. Drinks on me.
Since when? Since the Rangers decided their 8th back should stay in the Wednesday zone. Come on, Felix. The Rangers threw that game.
Oh, they're talking sports
were we
ball.
listening to the same game? The Rangers were robbed. The Hammers have the judges in their pocket.
Teams that play poorly deserve to lose. That's a fundamental law of the universe.
Don't bring religion into this, preacher.
The Rangers handily snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. If you can't see that, let's just agree to disagree.
I disagree. Also, get spaced.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Let's talk about this personal quest of yours.
I've been meaning to discuss exactly that. Now that we know where the scholar is, when will we be searching him out?
As soon as we can. Felix.
Good to see you, boss.
So how'd you end up on the Groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
And then you were raised by a pack of sprats, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
You were a stowaway?
That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than rung leech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the Groundbreaker.
How did you manage?
Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
Right, the incident with the tossball stick.
Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint?
That's a dirty word. Don't use it around me.
On the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
If we have a disagreement, I expect you to be civilized.
Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized, too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
I'm glad you're not wasting your life on box.
Ya comió.
Ya comí.
Tiene más pixita esa en el comedor. ¿Yo?
Bueno.
Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going. Good to see you, boss.
Got anything else? Nope. What is that? I'm assuming that's Petey, and now he's just here. Ellie, hello.
This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us.
Do we know anything about who sent the call?
What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town caught up in shady corporate shit. Tough luck for them, but maybe an opportunity for us.
Why wouldn't they just call for corporate reinforcements?
With a lot of these companies, the thrashing you take from your boss is worse than whatever a bunch of marauders will do to you. Doesn't exactly encourage calling for aid when there's a fuck-up.
Could be a trap.
I'm counting on it.
'Kay.
Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for
'Kay.
us.
Let me stick the Maxwell in there. Wilder's goggles. Oh, that's new.
Papi me marcó.
Sí, no lo escucho. Mira, a ver, yo creo que usted lo mantiene sin volumen. Search Hephaestus Mining Archive. Messages for Victoria. From Edna Blaine. Oh, Esther Blaine.
Hostile forces detected. Arming raid defenses.
Oh, hello, Broadswords. Thank you so much for the raid. We're playing some Outer Worlds right now. We just finished up our business on the Groundbreaker. Is Parvati forwarding the stuff she gets from Junlei? It's a fun game. You get to crush space capitalism.
Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
We actually just had a very sweet sapphic moment with helping one of our crewmates. It's a fun game. There's a lot of fun moments. I know. Yeah, exactly. Fuck space capitalism.
Attention. We are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Oh, thank you so much for the following, Kikates. I'm trying to figure out where we're gonna go next. I think we're gonna go... We're gonna go investigate a distress call that we need to investigate in order for some other lady to give us an item that we need to get to like a restricted area. It's one of those types of things. All right, let's go to the Roseway.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Good stuff. Can I equip my party members here? Okay. So I can. Cool. I don't really have anything I want to give you, though. Oh, but I do have to level you up. Let's see. Oh yeah, more to persuade, and armor rating for you. Cool. Yeah, I'm taking Ellie and Parvati. They are my, my go-tos. Ellie is very entertaining and Parvati is a good bean.
No security. Not that I'm complaining.
The vending machines are intact. Let me buy some maglogs and security shunts. Oh, I can sell stuff to them too. Interesting. Yeah, in fact... What do I have to sell? I can sell my junk stuff. I'm buying a lot of Maclogs and security shunts because they're like the your infiltration tools, like your lockpick and hacking tools. I'm probably going to end up with far more than I need by the end of everything, but I'd rather have and not need than need and not have. You know how it goes. I don't know if that's a forklift or a mean-looking robot. How big is the Roseway map? It's not that large. Oh, nah, it's big. I think we might be here a while.
Something bit them. Something with more teeth than is strictly necessary.
Elite Trooper armor. Better than what I got. Let me repair that. Parvati. You take that. Ellie. You take that. There we go. Everybody's getting kitted out. I hear growling. So that's fun. It's fine. Anything comes out of the woodwork, it's getting a face full of laser carbine. Excuse me, plasma. Level 12, huzzah. Alright, so what do we need to do? What are we missing, I guess is the better question. My engineering is pretty maxed out. Like, all the tech stuff is fine. Lockpick and hack aren't bad. Dialogue is also almost maxed out. I should probably start putting stuff into my ranged weapons. Yeah, let's put some into weapons. Time dilation location. Okay, interesting. I can now do more targeted attacks. And let's see, perks. Yeah, let's do +10 to dialogue skills. Or actually, let's do Harvester. I'm a big fan of health per kill.
Dang, that's impressive.
Dead-eyed assault rifle. Hello. Requisitioned exo helmet toughened. Can I repair you? Raptidon Mauler. Oh gosh. Raptidon Beat. I don't much use consumables because of just some character creation choices I made make it so I don't have like natural regeneration, which the food in the game is supposed to boost, so it doesn't help me any. Examine old journal. Oh, so it is some corporate bullshit. Looks like they cleared out the town and are presenting it just never existed. Any way for me to get inside here? No, this one's barred off. Alright. We can keep checking the main promenade here, I suppose is what we'd call it. I'm not your employee and you are not my supervisor. Security blade. Ride control helmet. Property of Auntie Cleo from administration. Wow, this is shitty. Alright, Auntie Cleo apparently shut down Roseway, kicked everyone out. But I'm not finding much about why. Not that evil corporate overlords need a good reason for doing the bullshit they do.
Left their own outside to die? Was it that bad?
Oof. This is dark. Alright. Transition to Roseway. Maybe I should explore the outside first, though. Nah, I'm sure... Mantipillar. Ew, they're just big grubs. I'm sorry, who are you? You a raider of some kind?
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps.
Guess this answers your question as to where tarmac security is, Ellie?
Somehow, I'm not reassured, Captain.
Yeah, you and me both, ma'am.
What happened here?
Alarms went off, Raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts.
You said the Raps broke loose and you have them caged up?
Forget I said...
Oh, this is like a Jurassic Park scenario. Well, what can you tell me about them?
Wish they tasted like Sissy Pig. Them's good eating.
What do they taste like?
Some say chicken. I say the north end of a southbound woolly cow.
I don't want to know what that means.
Anything else you'd like to know?
Can you tell me who's in charge?
Scientist. Name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center. Oh, before I forget. Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Alright, so... I am betting on this having been like a Jurassic Park situation. Where they had them caged up doing all sorts of experiments, then they got loose and... bippity boppity boo. Bunch of dead dudes. '17th bar. I do wonder how they got in here because they've...
Ventilation shaft runs from the bottom of the lab to the top of the hill. Over the garage.
Top of the hill's grafted on territory. Sit down. Send someone else on your damn fool mission. I told you, you're staying put.
Do you have a damn full mission?
You're not listening. We can stop this.
Only thing stopping them beasts is high caliber kinetics.
We close the vent shaft. We can contain them.
Talk to me. I'll take your damn fool mission. Orson Shaw, if that is your real name.
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish this, will you? And then make it quick, please.
Hey Ryan, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you had a good day. We're close to wrapping up though, but it's also always good to see you. What are you talking about, Orson?
Aren't you with the brutes that attacked our lab? Aren't you here to pillage our supplies and leave our corpses to the raptidons?
I heard there was a bit of trouble here, and I thought I'd check it out.
Oh, well, good luck.
The scientist seems to have forgotten you're here.
Orson, you idiot. Just put it... Of course, because I didn't...
Who are you, anyway?
I am Orson Shaw, Chief Behavioral Scientist. I was brought in to study the raptidons. I was to ensure that, should a problem arise, our team is adequately equipped to deal with them.
What'd you learn?
They are insatiably hungry, absolutely impossible to control in any fashion, and indeed appear to be powered entirely by hate. No amount of studying will enable us to control them, or even slightly sate their aggression.
So your research amounted to nothing?
Not quite. We are now acutely aware of their weaknesses. Bullets through the head.
The head? I would have never thought of that.
Now, that may seem like an obvious conclusion, but believe it or not, some creatures' brains are not in their heads.
Isn't that the truth?
Not like that, Ellie. What are you doing there?
What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal defense device. Or trying to, anyway.
If you run a wire from your capacitor there, you can bypass that circuit and save a little power.
Why, yes. I suppose I could. Thanks.
That looks pretty lethal. Are you allowed to mess with tech like that?
Certainly not. But Porter and his goons are busy with the outlaws, and Anton's busy holding his head in his hands. Seems as good a time as any to get a bit of work done.
Need a hand?
No. Well, yes. Well, no. Perhaps. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me.
Care to elaborate?
I found an advanced pistol when we moved here, but it's broken. I need those schematics to modify it to output superheated air. It should quite easily burn through Raptidon hides.
Where's the storage facility?
Out the south gate. Follow the road. It'll be on the left, past the old lab.
Sure, I'll see what I can find.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you?
No.
Blast. Well, good luck. I hope I see you back here in one piece.
I hope you're still in one piece by the time I get back. Let's see, 17th bar.
You think the other 16 were closed? Maybe on account of health code violations?
Della Jennings, hello.
I don't think you're supposed to be wandering around. Security's gonna tell you to make tracks.
Security can't do
Wanna
shit.
treat yourself before you go? Something for the road, maybe?
You seem eager to get rid of me.
I don't really know you. Roseway's supposed to be closed off to visitors. Stands to reason you could be a corporate spy of some sort.
There's nothing
But
corporate about me.
again, there's nothing in my contract that says I can't sell to corporate spies. Your bits are the same as anybody else's.
Is that a euphemism?
Sure. Not like I get many customers.
I have some questions. You ever get tired of serving anti-Cleo products?
Can't say I do. Anti-Cleo products satisfy all of our nutritional needs. At least they used to. My folks filled their whole pantry with all sorts of anti-Cleo products. These days, we don't get much in the way of variety. Maybe some Tripicale pasta or some ketchup if we're lucky. I hear it's like that all over the colony. We eat what we can get, and we don't get much.
Why is this place called the 17th bar?
I'm so glad you asked. Some people say the name refers to the 17 rungs in Auntie Cleo's official ladder of corporate advancement. These people are wrong. Truth is, we've been established, closed down, renamed, reestablished, and then reopened a grand total of 17 times in the last 40 years.
What a storied history.
Corporate's still deliberating over a new name. The matter remains hotly contested in committee, but we're expecting a decision within the next 5 to 7 years. Exciting times.
How do you make any money with so few people in town?
Technically, I'm not in business at all. Roseway closed down years ago. Corporate still sends us the occasional shipment of necessities through unofficial back channels. Of course, if something goes wrong, like one of our guards drinking himself to an early grave or Raptidons running wild, corporate won't acknowledge we ever existed.
Let's see what you're selling.
Sure. You need something to clean Raptidon blood out your clothes?
Nope. What can I sell you? Turns out the tactical shotgun is not great. Deadeye assault rifle hammersmith. Tempting. I'll keep it and see what happens. Light pistol Mark II. Let me sell you a bunch of Raptidon meat that I don't want. Hunter kit Mr. Ouch. Alright, good talk, Della. Sounds like our next place is comms, but we have hit our time limit and have to get ready for 8 different streams, so we're gonna call it here. as always, thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the raid, Broadswords. And as always, we're going to go ahead and pass on the buck by raiding someone else. Let me just check who's online right now. Oh, Anorian is on. Awesome.